Good evening, everybody. Welcome to Sector 1 Sim Racing. Tonight we are at Interlagos, round 4, Group A. Joining me in the box is Lucas Zocker, the good doctor. How are you, Lucas?
Yeah, good, mate. How are you doing?
Good. Also joining us in the box is Jimmy. How you going, Jimmy? Jimmy's not with us.
Jimmy's asleep.
Jimmy's asleep.
Here I am.
Oh,
Is that better?
that's way better.
That's way better. It helps when you turn the microphone on, doesn't it?
It does.
Yeah. Why, very well. How are you?
Good. It's raining tonight, so it's a little bit cooler. Except for as soon as you close the door to the box, it becomes hot.
Yep.
So we're looking at round 4, Group A. It's going to be a pretty out there race, I think. I've been watching a few of the practice sessions this week, and there's a lot of people that are pretty close in times, pretty fast. Any thoughts for tonight?
I've been away a week, unfortunately, but from what I've heard, there's a lot of people that aren't really looking forward to this track, but those same people seem to be pretty quick, so I think it'll be a business as usual. I think the mid-pack and the BMW race is going to be sight to behold tonight too, so can't wait.
Well, we might go and have a look at what it takes to go purple around Interlagos.
Welcome to the purple sector for round 4 of the next level racing 458 Competizione and the Aussie Hampton N3 Challenge from Interlagos, 15 turns, 4.3 kilometres, Sao Paulo, Brazil. Fantastic racetrack, this one. A lot of history, and also quite technical as well. Probably the most technical circuit this season. So head down now towards turn 1 and 2, also known as the Centre S, named after the greatest race driver ever to grace this planet. It is a left and right combination. Now you can actually short shift in the third through there and really try and maximise your drive traction. As in down now, the Rita of Sparta. Great passing opportunity here. We will slip some streaming for sure. Now down into Delago. Double apex, left-hander. Now don't run it too wide, you will risk a penalty there. It's very harsh on track limits through here. Flat through turn 5. Now we're up to a fantastic corner into Faruda, turn 6. Back to third gear, tip it in, let it drift down a little wide, then hunt the nose back in. And now we're into the really slow part of the track. Back to the first gear to Peridio. That's turn 8, now this is turn 9. Short shifted in a second, maximise drive traction. Now into the Pico de Pato. Back to first. This is going to be very hard on tyres, especially the front end. You've got to be really balanced and really patient. Pretty much flat through Maglio. Now up towards my favourite corner, the beautiful Junico. Great corner this one. Back to second. Really use the whole track. Run it out as wide as you dare. And then we are flat out through the boxes. This is a straight, but it's not really a straight. I think what's going to be really important here, tyre management is going to be the big key here in Interlagos. It is savage on tyres. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is how you go purple at the fantastic Interlagos. I cannot wait for this. This is going to be an absolute rip snorter.
Sean there showing us how it is to go purple around Interlagos. He makes it look easy in the Porsche. I don't think it's as easy in the BMW or the Ferrari. There's a bit of understeer in the BMW and a bit of oversteer in the Ferrari, so best of both worlds there. What are your thoughts on tonight, Jimmy? You got any favourites?
It's going to be hard to go past Stickers. I think he's moved up from Group B last week. Showing some pretty good pace. Hard to go past him. Your man, the bum crack, he looks like he's pretty quick up the top too. NASCAR's been pretty quick in pre-race practice, and Mr. Hollingsworth's been pretty quick as well. So But the mid-pack's where it's going to be. I'll give you the red hot tip tonight. The mid-pack's really, really close. Mo's sort of poking his nose around there as well in that black light car.
Well, we know Mo had a good round last round, so hopefully he can keep that up. As we look on to the BMW points, we've got Tankmaster, who isn't with us anymore. He has departed from Sector 1, so Captain Muffin takes first spot on 88 points. NASCAR, we know NASCAR's quick. He's a little bit down. He's on 69 points, but I'm sure Cornerstone and the boys are working on getting that back together. Mo Jalen moved himself into third. Now Tankmaster's gone. He's on the podium. He's slowly bringing the points up. He's slowly getting more to the front end of the grid. Hopefully tonight he can gain some good points on NASCAR. He's only 4 behind NASCAR on 65. Jimmy Superfly down in 4th spot on 63 points for Def Group Racing. Jimmy's one of the fast ones as well. Dadson hanging there in 5th spot. He'll take 57 points for Dadson Racing. Streetle Juice was for the Obsession Motorsport team on 56. Hollingsworth, who I would have had a little bit more of I thought he might have been up the front a little bit more, but he's had a few races that were
Average.
A bit average. And he races for your team, CJ Esports.
He does.
Filthy for Blacklight. Well, I'm amazed he's in top 10. I shouldn't say that.
He's amazed he's in the top 10. Just ask him, he'll tell you.
Oh yeah.
The Mr. S1 Ghost. Oh, Ghost. S1 Ghost. Reading off the screen here. Ghost, we know, is in Group B streams for the Group A streams, which he is missing out on tonight because he had to be somewhere, but it's my first go and we'll try our best. Mr. Bumcrack behind the Ghost for the Ragged Edge Racing team on 52 points. He's looking pretty good. He's been doing a few practices this week. See how he goes tonight. Sandman, he started off strong in Group B. He's got to Group A, and I think he might have found himself some battles. He's getting there, but hopefully tonight he can prove he's a front runner. VF for Force Performance and stickers for Dadson Racing rounds out the top 14. And we will be going qualifying very shortly.
Very shortly, because Tankmaster has departed as Kaz the Crazy One was a very late addition this afternoon. I think he got the call up about an hour ago. So
that's right. Yes,
he's in the second of the Deeds Racing cars, which I believe is the blue one.
It is blue.
We'll go for a little run through. Let's get qualifying underway.
It's quite a tricky track, Interlagos, so and this turn 1 could be drama.
Yeah, I hate the track too, just quietly.
Right, cars are just coming out onto the track now.
Looks like everyone's going to make it out of the pits, which is nice.
Sandman.
Oh,
I'm just trying to find who we got here. Shinobi. No.
yeah.
I'm pressing the wrong button. Sorry. Shinobi for Chill Out Systems. He's for the racing cars like Legends. He's the bloke that's the call in tonight. Is that correct?
No. No.
No.
No.
Oh, Kazi one. That's right. Sorry, my bad.
Yep.
Take that back. Captain Muffin for Switchblade. He's in the gamesman's livery. He will be one to watch tonight. Jimmy Superfly for Death Grip Racing in the Revolution Race Gear livery.
I believe that's been had a bit of a tweak during the week too. It looks really good tonight.
Also, Stickers. Stickers is the hot favourite. He's not the hot favourite, I should say. He's one that's come to Group A. He's ready to pounce. Dadson. He'll be looking for a good result after a few of the races he's had this season haven't gone his way. Hollingsworth. He's in the Sashman Window Solutions. I can see on the side there for CJ Esports.
Very good.
He's had the season that probably wasn't the way he wanted it to go. He should have been up a little bit further.
Yeah, I think he's a little bit disappointed. Speaking to him during the week, he was quite confident to come here this weekend, so hopefully he can turn the season around and get it back on track.
The Kazi one. He's in the Switchblade Deeds entry.
Yes.
Okay. He's had the call up. He was ready and willing, so he's here. Streetle Juice for Obsession. Kart Magic. Looks pretty good, that car on track. Let's see what he's got tonight. Mr. Bumcrack in 10th for the Ragged Edge Racing Auto 1 entry. We will be cheering him on tonight because he's my favourite.
No bias there at all.
Filthy in the Blacklight entry. I think we can skip to the next person straight away. Sandman, Mo Jalen rounding out, and VF rounding out the top 14. Let's go back to the front now and see what we're dealing with. We got Captain Muffin's run of 131.1 straight off the bat. Who can beat him?
Not bad. The Stickers has popped straight up into third in the Bacchus Brewing car. About half a second off the pace.
Jimmy Superfly in second. He's only almost 0.2 off Captain. Like you were saying, Stickers is 0.2 off Jimmy, so they're pretty close already. NASCAR's down to 0.02 off Stickers. Dadson in the top 5. Streetle Juice.
You happy with that?
Shainsky says Stickers for pole. We'll see. Captain Muffin's putting it out there straight away. He looks pretty good in practice, but it's a whole different ball game when qualifying and the race come around.
The guys don't have much time either. It's only a 10-minute qualifying session and we're down to 5 minutes already, so
yeah,
they might get maybe 3 quick laps today.
Well, we can see Captain Muffin and all the top 3 are already in for a pit stop.
Got there, Mr. Bumcrack's popped himself into 6th place.
Might just go down the back a little bit further. Filthy's just pitted. Mo's in the pits.
Those Blacklight cars have had a repaint during the week as well. They've got rid of the gold and they look much, much better. And they've got the black cat on the side too, sorry. So.
Well, everyone's pretty much on their opening lap at the moment out of the pit, so we're not going to see any times change too much here. I got a feeling Stickers will give it everything he's got, but Captain Muffin's not one to play around with. I mean, you need to stick with him or he's going to pull away.
Yeah, and the times those two have said in particular aren't too much apart from what they were doing in practice as well. I think I think the Muffin Man slipped into the 30s briefly there at the end, towards the end of practice, and I think Stickers did a 31 flat, so they're both pretty much maxed out already, which is surprising, but you never know, they could go faster.
NASCAR doesn't improve. NASCAR's
Hollingsworth the third.
Hollingsworth.
Good boy. He had a rough first lap, so he came in after the first lap and put fresh boots on, so that's really his first flyer. So he should be happy with that.
Let's go back down to Captain Muffin. He's just come through the later half of the track. I'll get to the corner name shortly.
Stickers is 0.3 of a second purple.
Yeah, I'm just keeping an eye on Muffin here. He's just in front of Stickers. He's coming up to the last sector now. Car looks nice and clean still. Nice and poised. He's on fresh tyres. He's just done his out lap, and this is the one that's going to try and bring the number. He'll have one more chance after this. He's down. He's 0.2 down. Nearly 0.3. He might get a tow from NASCAR here up the hill. He's got Superfly right behind him. I think Superfly might gain here.
Could too.
Oh, he's in the pits.
Superfly. Stickers is getting a pretty good tow off Hollingsworth at the moment.
Superfly to the top.
There it is, 30.9. Wow, great time. Stickers
to the top. 30.7, that's flying.
So I think that'll be their last shot. I don't know if they'll get around pit and come back out again in time.
I don't think they'll get time to pit. They'll want to try and make this lap their good one again. Stickers is 0.3 down. I think that lap could hurt him. He's got Captain Muffin right behind him, I believe.
Oh,
Mo Jalen
slipped up to 4th.
This will be Mo's last.
NASCAR's found himself right behind the Muffin Man. Both got the blinker on.
Right, where's Stickers? Not Stickers. Where's Dadson is in 7th. So is Dadson on a good lap? This would have to be Dadson's last attempt. He won't make it around again. Well, he'll make it around again, but he might be on bad tyres. He's 0.07 up.
He might go quickly. He might get around again.
Yeah, he'll get around again, I think. I don't think he's got enough to get NASCAR here, though, for 6th.
No.
He's using NASCAR as a little bit of a tow here. NASCAR still has the blinker on.
So Superfly's in 2nd. Muffin Man's just started his last flying lap.
Well, let's keep an eye on that. Sandman with a 32. Where's Sandman move himself? Captain Muffin's just coming around, so we can move around a little bit here with the camera.
Sandman's 9th at the moment. I think he'll be happy with that.
Let's see if he goes purple down the first sector, then we'll jump back to Captain Muffin. Oh, he's up. He's not purple, but he's up. Bum crack down in 10th.
Ooh.
He's saving the best for last. Streetle Juice and Filthy in 11th and 12th. I think Filthy might have had too much practice this week, but he's still here. Got to be in it doing it.
That's right. I think he's still in the process of moving house, isn't he?
Yes, could be. Captain Muffin just coming up to the last sector. He's only up a little bit.
Stickers has parked it.
He's got a good run up the hill behind Dadson here. I don't think it's going to be enough. I think we're going to see Stickers with the pole. NASCAR moved himself to 3rd.
Wow.
Bum crack.
Hollingsworth jumps up to 5th.
So Stickers are still out too. He could go better.
Stickers won't go better.
Oh, his times are too bad.
So, yeah. Mo slipped down to 6th place. So Stickers advances from Group B and just bangs it straight on pole as if to say this is easy.
Well, Stickers, he's been putting in the practice, I can tell you. He's been in every room. He's been in GT rooms, BMW rooms. He's really given it 110%. Superfly takes 2nd, 0.2 behind. NASCAR in 3rd. Captain Muffin takes 4th. He couldn't do it. Rounding out the top 5 will be Hollingsworth. Mo Jalen in 6th. Yep.
Just snuck in there at the last second and Pip Mighty Mo for 5th place. So
VF down in 9th. Dadson in 8th. That's a bit of a...
Ooh.
little bit of a shock.
Yeah.
Sandman and Bumcrack in 10th and 11th.
And Filthy's in 12th. Oh, geez, there's alarm bells.
But we are ready to go racing.
We are.
So what we're going to do is we're going to grab a position in one of these cars, see if we can see the lights this time so everyone can see them take off. It'll give me...
It's a bit tricky at Interlagos, to be fair.
Yeah. Stickers on pole and Superfly. Who will get the jump? And we are ready. Revs are building. Waiting for the lights. Lights are out, we're racing. Stickers gets a good jump.
Good stuff from everyone.
It's all pretty clean through the first turn. That's a little bit of a shock, but Stickers out front. He's going to put down some fast laps straight up. He doesn't want anyone following his toe.
Mo's just pushed Hollingsworth out of the way. This is to say, you're not getting around me, son. Hollingsworth goes deep into turn 3.
He might pick up a penalty for that, running wide.
Dadson's got him.
He does.
He's got, yeah.
Well, the first lap, it's going to be hard to burn. You need to burn that on the correct zones. Oh, he's a bit loose. Superfly looks like Stickers is just breaking at the slipstream here. This is where nerve sets in. Person you think that was a bit slower than you comes out on pole, and you need to try and match it.
Yeah.
This is where we'll find out. Second lap, we'll see if Jimmy can make up that little bit of spot. Looks like he's got a bit of a toe here. He's closing the gap.
Hollingsworth has burned his penalty on the front straight like a good boy.
Oh, Captain Muffin throws it up the inside. Let's see if we can get that on a replay. No, we didn't. I pressed the wrong button. We'll take that back.
Mo's caught up to the back in NASCAR as well.
We know Mo's a strong race competitor, a strong during race driver, I should say. Bit of a strategist. He's up the inside of NASCAR here. He's got him. Oh, hang on. NASCAR's not letting him.
Yeah,
there it goes.
And so NASCAR can kiss 4th place. Oh, he runs a bit wide.
Mo is he's looking for that top spot, that podium he's been chasing. The early stages of the race where you need to make it happen. What have we got? Superfly's got back past Jimmy here.
The captain's just real loose into the final corner.
Yeah, I think he's given it everything. Last lap he drove it up the inside just on this first corner, so he'll probably do that again. Stickers runs a little bit defensive. Mo's definitely catching this top group.
Yeah, 100%. He's in this.
He's pulled a Swifty for his qualifying time. He's not let everything out the bag so quick.
See, these top three are right on top of each other, aren't they?
Mo can watch it all unfold.
NASCAR's not... Oh, a bit of a flash of the lights there from the Muffin Man.
Let's jump on board with stickers. See how we're travelling here. We got Superfly, a little bit of a tighter entry.
Oh, Mo's going to have a little big look at Jimmy Superfly.
Yeah. Oh, Superfly runs wide. I think Mo might get this. Jimmy's taking it back. Mo will get a good exit here.
He's going to get under him. That was easy.
Yes, but he's got this straight. The straight's where the slipstream will happen, and it's kind of a missed opportunity where you'll get the spot, but then you'll get it back. But Mo goes defensive.
Of course he does.
Superfly goes around the outside. Good overtake. Oh, Mo cuts it deep. Can that cause a penalty? Looks like he's got away with it.
Away with it.
Sticker's still leading the race here. Holding off Captain Muffin. Captain Muffin's in every rear view mirror that Stickers has got, showing him that he's ready to pounce.
We pulled away from Jimmy Superfly a little bit too.
The other thing that it's doing is it's bringing NASCAR and Dadson closer. They are.
And Hollingsworth's caught up to them as well.
And Hollingsworth, yeah. So the top 7 are just breaking away from the rear half of the field. Mo runs wide again, I can see that. We'll go back.
Shinobi, Filthy and VF are fighting for the World Championship at 12th place.
Filthy.
Be nice.
Be nice, Filthy. We'll just jump back up the front because it's where the action is, and it looks like Captain Muffin's going for an overtake on Stickers. Luckily we caught that. It's got it done, nice and clean. It'll be this back run down the back straight, and it'll... If I was Stickers, I'd be sitting behind, just maybe
save a little bit of fuel.
Save a little bit of fuel, yeah. We've got a tyre update there on the front top 5, say.
Top 5. Okay, so Muffin Man's used just over a quarter of a tank of fuel. His tyres are at about 90%. Stickers is pretty much exactly the same. Jimmy Superfly's used a little bit less fuel than the two in front of him. Tyres are about the same. Mo's used about the same amount of fuel as the first couple of guys. Tyres are all the same. NASCAR's pretty much the same fuel and tyres as everyone in front of him. Hollingsworth's managed to get around Dadson now for 6th. He's got 2/3 of a tank. Hollingsworth likes to use the fuel a little bit, and that shows. Now down to Dadson in 7th. He's pretty much the same fuel and tyres as Hollingsworth. What do we got here? Streetle Juice down in 8th, Sandman in 9th, and the Crazy One in 10th. They're all just under 3/4 of the tank of gas, and tyres are all exactly the same.
Looks like Captain Muffin here, he's just pulling away.
Hollingsworth's having a big look at NASCAR for 5th place. And I think Mo's gotten around Jimmy Superfly as well. He has. Did that at turn 1.
Let's see if we can get that on a replay. Turn 1. Oh, it looks like there's been a little bit of a curb touch there from Superfly. Let's let Mo get past.
Hollingsworth has gotten around NASCAR as well.
Dadson just dropping back a little bit.
Yeah. He might be starting to struggle with the tyres a little bit on that car. Now, the fronts do tend to fall off a cliff pretty quick around here.
Might just drop down the back for a bit of a look, see how Streetle Juice is going. Streetle Juice is followed by the Sandman. There's nothing separating them.
No, they've been having a great little battle, those two.
They dropped back down to 10th. We got the Kazi one, followed by Mr. Bumcrack in 11th. Mr. Bumcrack will be a little bit furious to this run. I think he was expecting a little better. VF down in 12th.
I think he's managed to get around the two behind, around those two as well.
Yeah. Shinobi in 13th. And Filthy rounding out 14th. Back of the grid. Back up the front. Captain Muffin, he's pulled out a 0.6 lead here. I think Stickers might just be holding on. You don't want to let him get too far. Captain Muffin's also got the fastest lap of the race.
Hollingsworth on Mo.
We can find that in a replay. We won't go to the replay, he's got it done. Superfly Mo comes back.
Mo, big time. Wow. Jeez. He said that from Tasmania, didn't he? Far out.
So they're having a bit of a tussle here, but it's bringing Dadson, who was just fallen back a bit, right up to the back of NASCAR again.
Nobody's punted each other into the middle of next week either. There's no scratches on those cars yet.
Been a lot of these boys have been practicing again this week, so I think it's definitely helping.
Yeah. That car of Hollingsworth, so that thing is struggling. It's using its front tyre a lot. And he's used more fuel than anyone else as well. Mo's in.
It's a 2-stop.
Wow. He just about made it work last time out at Maggie West.
I tell you what, he's used half a tank of fuel just about. That's pretty much given it everything it's got just to keep up with these boys.
I don't think he's put any fuel in either. I think he's just put tyres in, put 2-stop of course. Nice and light for the run home.
He's probably left that a little bit late for the 2-stop maybe.
It's going to be tough.
Doesn't
Mr.
look...
Bumcrack and Filthy are having a go at it as well.
It doesn't look like... Sorry. Doesn't look like many of the others are doing the 2-stop.
No. It might pay off though, because you do a lap around here about, what are they, about 10 to 15 seconds slower than what they were at Maggie West last week, so...
So Stickers is right on the back of Captain Muffin now. He saved a bit of tyre, he saved a bit of fuel, and he thought, nah, I'll put a bit of pressure on before this first stop.
He's definitely saved the tyre anyway.
Just leaving Superfly behind here, about 1.5 seconds behind. Stickers.
So he'll go round again.
The Stickers seem like he's on a bit of a fuel save at the moment.
Well, no, he's used a little bit more fuel than the Muffin Man.
Ah, right.
Tyres are a little bit better though.
Tyres are a bit better. Well, you can see in this second, the first sector, through to the second sector, or almost through to the last sector, the inside of the track here is where Stickers makes up the ground on Muffin, and then Muffin seems to pull away on the back half of the track up through to the first sector. First sector. You'll see the Stickers just get right up to the back of the bumper of Captain Muffin, and then it'll stretch away as it gets around to the first half of the racetrack.
They've definitely broken away from Jimmy in third place though. NASCAR's trying his best to get around Hollingsworth in fourth. The car will be struggling for tyres now.
Dadson in sixth, just moseying on home for the first of his pit stops. If he's on a one stop, it'll be his only, I guess. We'll go with that.
Yep, that'll do.
Mo.
So, I don't think these guys will put much fuel in the car's one stoppers.
I think we'll start seeing the one stop come out on this lap. We're obviously halfway through the race here, when you're going to be looking to stop. If you can stay out front on the same pace for a bit longer, the better. You got a better car at the end of the race, but majority of the field will pit halfway through the race here, I believe. Sandman, he's got the Kazi one right behind him.
Tell you what, Mo's just done a 31.52 to get the fastest lap of the race just while you're at it. He's got that thing hooked up. Be catching these guys too. These guys in front of him, their all tyres are all shot to pieces. NASCAR's trying to force the issue on Hollingsworth in fourth.
Oh,
Dadson.
Captain Muffin, he's run wide. Stickers has got the front. Let's see if we can get that on a replay. Comes into the corner. You can already tell he's taily as he comes up to the Bic at the Parter, I think it's called. He just clips the grass. Stickers gets around him easy as that.
Alright, looks like they're all coming in.
All coming in. We'll go back to Mo. Where's Mo come out? Mo's going to hang around. Obviously, Mo will take the lead here, but he may not take the lead. Actually, this could be a bit of a bad strategy because the pits are pretty quick through Interlagos.
Yeah, it's a long pit exit though.
And if they're only getting tyres and they can save on that fuel, the only thing Mo will have is a light car and a bit of a tyre advantage. His tyres will already be warm.
Okay, so Stickers has got about 2/3 of a tank on board. It's up to 62 litres.
Sticker still comes out in second
place.
Nearly 8 seconds behind Mo, so I don't think Mo will get in and out of the pits in 8 seconds. That's pretty quick.
Geez, I'll tell you what, he's made a lot of time on the Muffin Man. Muffin Man's put nearly 3/4 of a tank in. Of course, the fuel man at Deeds Racing hasn't had a very good season this season, so probably wise to overfill him.
Now, I'm not sure the strategy Mr. Bumcrack's on. Has he pitted already, or he's still out there on his first
he's still
set?
out there. He hasn't pitted yet.
So he's going to have the freshest car of the lot here, but he's bleeding time with the bad tyres.
I think he's on a 2-stop because his tyres aren't actually too bad. He should probably... I think you follow Moen.
Yeah. Give it a couple of laps, we'll see Mo come in. Dadson's come out in right behind NASCAR. Well, NASCAR's made a good advantage on Dadson as well because they were pretty close going into the pits.
Hollingsworth's down in 8th place. Lost a lot of time having to fill that car up in the pits.
It's going to be interesting how the... what have I just seen here? I've just seen something up the front, Captain Muffin. Not sure if there's been
Jimmy's got around him.
See if we can catch it. I might be just up the inside. Turn 1. Made it easy. Good pass there, Jimmy. So Mo's still holding the lead here. Is he? Are we losing time?
He's not losing that much time.
He's probably gained about a tenth on stickers. Stickers can probably see Mo needs another. Has to pit again.
Yeah.
Doesn't need to push it.
I think Mo will be in this time round. Mo went faster too on that last lap, did a 31.5.
It's a pretty quick race lap.
It's not bad, is it? Because he gets an extra, is it 1 or 2 points for a fastest lap if he can hold on to it? I think it's 1, isn't it?
1, yeah.
Yeah.
Mo stays
He
out.
stays out again.
He's gaining on stickers. He's over 8 seconds now.
Yeah, and
Couple
he's
of
just
tenths.
set the fastest lap again.
Go back to stickers. We've got Captain Muffin and Jimmy at it again. Mr. Bumcrack's still out. He's in 5th.
Yeah.
Ragged Edge Racing.
He's going to be the last of the 1-stoppers. No,
Yeah.
the last of the 2-stoppers, sorry.
How much, I don't want to go away from this Captain Muffin Superfly battle at the moment, but what kind of fuel is Mo and Mr. Bumcrack on?
They're about 200 mil off hitting the light, I reckon. Mr. Bumcrack's just hit the light, and I dare say Mo will probably hit the light before he pits this lap. But in saying that, he might actually go around again, so... He is starting to lose a little bit of time to stickers now, though. So I think it'd probably be a good shot, a good time for him to come in.
I think
Didn't lose that much off the tyre, though.
I think what's working out for stickers here is he's got Mo that needs another stop. He's going to get around him pretty easy, just through the pit stop. He's got Captain Muffin and Superfly fighting for position, and he's just getting away that little bit. He's out to nearly 2 seconds on Captain Muffin now, which is a big deal because you get out of that tow. It's much easier to make time.
And with those two fighting and bickering over that spot as well, Mo stayed out again.
Superfly up the middle, up the inside. Sorry, makes it stick.
Burst the Bumcrack's in.
Then Captain Muffin just tailgating the whole way down the straight. He's going to make another go at it here. Mo's in. So was that? Oh no, we won't say that. Mo's not in yet. I'm hearing things.
Right. You are. Filthy's on the 2-stop as well, down in 8th. Mo will definitely be in this lap. He's on the light.
Do a bit of a run down through the field. NASCAR in 5th. Dadson takes up 6th spot.
He's
Hollingsworth all over the back of him.
Yeah.
Filthy in 8th. Is that a legitimate 8th, or we're going to see another pit stop? You believe?
No, he's got to stop again.
Oh, we're going to see Mr. Bumcrack and Mo stop again as well. So he could come out in front. Streetlejuice in 9th.
Bumcrack stopped.
Bumcrack's already stopped.
Yep.
Sandman 10th. Kazi in 11th.
Alright, Mo's in. I'll keep an eye on Mo.
VF in 12th. Mr. Bumcrack's in 13th. He's already pitted. He might gain a few spots here. And Shinobi in 14th. So let's keep an eye on Mo. Mo's in. See where he comes out. Can he get Dadson? Looks like he's...
I reckon he'll come out 4th or 5th, I reckon. He's put a lot of fuel in the car. He's got half the tank in there.
Who's he come out behind? NASCAR.
NASCAR.
So he's come out in 5th. He's 8
Fresh
seconds.
tyres.
8 seconds off the lead. So he needs to, if he wants to try and get to the front, he needs to gain a lap a second here on the front, on the top 4. He's on a fresh car, low fuel. It can happen.
May's proven to be pretty quick around here. Be interesting to see if NASCAR gives him the blinker or not. These two have already had the battle once.
I don't think NASCAR's going to give it up that easy.
No. If he was smart, he would, and he'd just follow him up.
But
But
look at
this is 3rd and 4th in the championship as well, isn't it?
Here goes Mo. He's going to take the inside. No, he thinks the better. Oh no, he's done it.
NASCAR runs wide. That'll be enough.
NASCAR can sit behind and just follow him through.
Geez, Jimmy Superfly's all over stickers here. He's having a look at turn 1. He's going to get it done. Ooh, not quite. It's a bit of biffo.
Good Doctor was just saying there in chat that NASCAR and Mo are fighting for the championship for position 2.
P2, is it? Right, there we go.
So we've had a lead change up the front. Superfly's taken the lead. What can Stickers do?
Very aggressive too, he was at turn 1, Mr. Superfly.
I think he's pushing pretty hard. Stickers is quite a relaxed driver, but he's got the speed there, so...
Yeah.
Superfly's probably doesn't want to hurt his tyres too early. There's only 6 minutes left. Get about 4 to 5 laps in there.
Superfly's definitely used the tyre a little bit more than Stickers has.
Jump on board with Stickers. Can have a look at the back of Superfly's car here, see if it's loose or if it's got grip. You can hear a bit of the understeer from the BMW. Oh, Stickers cuts that corner pretty good.
Yeah, I think he's struggling a little bit here because the Muffin Man's gone right up to him as well.
Muffin Man get a good run up the straight. You see him slowly catching.
Sitting in the draft.
Superfly goes the fastest with a 31.1. But he's run wide, he's pushed it.
And just quietly Mo's in 4th.
I've just seen that.
He's pulled a gap on NASCAR already as well. Pulled a huge gap on NASCAR already as well.
I tell you what, Mo was at 8 seconds just a couple of laps ago. He's down to 5.5, so he's pulling true to that 1 second a lap, just about.
Yeah, he's probably. I reckon he's got about 3 laps too. Maybe 3 laps left, maybe 4. And the way he's the speed in which he's catching these guys, because they're fighting and bickering up front as well. You can't rule him out.
He's definitely left NASCAR.
He's got much fresher tyres than the guys in front of him as well.
Jump back up to Captain Muffin.
All the fuel in the world.
How are the top 3 for fuel? They'll make it to the end pretty easy. They're bunched up right now.
They've all got a quarter of a tank of fuel, so I think they should be all right.
Bit of a love tap there from Stickers on Superfly.
Yeah. And then Muffin Man's turn serve on Stickers as well. I think Stickers will have a look into turn 1 here. Sorry, Muffin Man.
Jimmy goes defensive. He stays to the inside. Can only move once. Oh, I tell you what. Captain Muffin.
Yeah, he had a big look there.
This could end in drama here. These 3 could take themselves out and Mo will take it home.
Don't say that, for the love of God. I don't have a black light bucket in here.
Tell you what, Mo, he is catching real quick. He is.
Yeah, he is.
In
And
Captain Muffin's sights now.
It's all grip. He's just got so much more fresher tyres.
He's on the same straight. He's potentially got the time to do it. He's probably got another 2 laps here.
Yeah, I reckon he does.
The more these front 3 keep fighting, they're slowing themselves down.
Got the muffin there, getting on the radio.
This looks like the cars are just starting to lose a bit of grip up the front. They're a little bit twitchy in the back on some of these corners. Here we go, Stickers. He's got a good run.
2.8 seconds behind Jimmy Superfly now. So there'll be 2 laps left to go.
Captain Muffin dropped off a bit there.
Yeah, he did.
Jimmy's car looks loose. Looks like the tyres might have had their due date expire.
Yeah, he's definitely got the worst of the front 3 tyre wear is on that car. Stickers has probably got the best tyres out of those 3, only just though.
Well, I get the feeling Stickers is just waiting for that opportune moment to make the pass and only have to do it once. Mo is right on the back now.
Oh, Stickers gives Jimmy another tap. Jimmy goes defensive.
Oh, a bit of a tap there from Muffin on Stickers. Here comes Mo. Mo's got this. I reckon they'll get another lap in here.
Yeah, they'll definitely get another lap.
I think
Jimmy's run way wide.
Tyres on that Revolution
Down to
car
less than a
gone.
second now.
We're going to see another lap here.
Mo will have Muffin Man and Stickers down here, I reckon.
Mo's got this.
He's got this.
he's
Get
got
around him, ladies and gentlemen.
He's got another lap here, and he's got the fuel. He's got the tyres.
Jimmy's on the light. Stickers is on the light. Muffin Man's almost on the light. Mo's not on the light. So.
Oh, Mo!
Oh!
Mo into second.
Got 2.
He'll get round Jimmy Fly easy.
Oh, easy.
Jimmy's out of tyre, and Mo's perfect.
Jimmy's out of fuel nearly as well.
Jimmy's going to run defensive, super defensive.
Mr. Bumcrack finishes in 8th. Streetle Juice will finish 9th.
Stickers.
Sandman will finish
Oh,
10th.
Mo around the outside.
The Crazy One will finish 11th. VF Chris will finish in 12th. Filthy in 13th. And Shinobi will round out the field in 14th. He's got it.
Mo's got Jimmy.
Wow.
He runs a bit wide, Mo.
And he will make that thing as wide as the Titanic now. You watch. There'll be nobody who will even get a sniff of that.
Jimmy goes defensive.
Oh,
Oh.
big touch.
That'll be looked at.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, he gives him a flash too. He's not happy. Stickers got around him as well.
He's dropped to 3rd.
They're all on the line here. The first 2 have
Oh, Stickers has run wide.
There.
Mo's going to hold on to second here. I think might be a bit of a incident back there with Jimmy, but
yeah. Oh, gee, I'll tell you what, Muffin Man will take it. No, sorry, Superfly will take it. I'll finish 2nd. Just to Captain Muffin. Stickers will come home 4th. NASCAR will finish in 5th. Hollingsworth will finish in 6th. This is good recovery from the big man. And Dadson will finish in 7th.
what a race. Mo with the out there strategy, which made it work. I'm sure there's going to be a bit of an incident, but wow.
Yeah. Still great racing by those top 4 in the last 5 minutes. That was really, really good.
Yeah, there's probably going to be not so much of a liking for the not taking the camera to the back of the pack, but how could you leave the front with that going on?
Oh, yeah, 100%. Absolutely.
So, recapping the race order. Jimmy Superfly takes out first position. Mo
with an asterisk.
With an asterisk, potentially. Mo with a big drive. Made up 8 seconds in the last stint on the front runners. Awesome drive. Captain Muffin takes out third. Stickers runs wide on the last corner, losing a spot to Muffin. NASCAR rounds out top 5. Hollingsworth in for 6th. Dadson for 7th. Mr. Bumcrack's made a few spots there. He was down in the back half of the field early on. He's up in 8th. Streetlejuice comes home in 9th. Rounding out the top 10 is the Sandman. The Kazi one, who was the fill-in driver for tonight, he's comes home in 11th. VF for 12th. Filthy takes 13th, and Shinobi rounds out the top 14. And fastest lap goes to Jimmy Superfly on lap 12 with a 1:31.1. Good race. That was pretty much couldn't ask for better than that for excitement. So what we'll do is we'll head over to, while we're heading over to GT Land, we've got the next level racing competition that we've had that we'll put a video up and show you what it's all about, and we'll switch over to GT Land. S1 GT Land with the Ferrari 458.
G'day all, Ghost here, bringing you some very exciting news coming up with our collaboration with Next Level Racing. Very exciting. We are running a competition for a GT Light, which will pop up here, which is very exciting. So a big thank you goes to Next Level Racing for providing this for us. So you're probably wondering, how do I win this thing? Well, it's pretty simple. We just want you to make a short video, probably around sort of 2 minutes long, maybe 2.5 minutes long. We don't want an Avengers Endgame style production here, guys. But really, in the videos, just incorporating why you think you deserve to win this rig, what it'll mean to you for your sim racing, but get creative with it as well. We want sort of to see some real sort of flair and bring your personality to it as well. So again, a massive thank you does go to Next Level Racing for providing this. Really awesome job they've done. So very excited for that. They will be judging it as well. So they'll be picking the best winner, and of course then we'll announce the winner on one of our live streams. So get involved, guys. Really exciting stuff. Cannot wait to see all the videos, and I'll go over them with a fine-tooth comb as well. No, not really. I'll just probably laugh at them most of them, because I reckon a few of them will be quite funny. But any questions, of course, though, please fire it at one of our admins. We're happy to answer any questions for you as well. But other than that, guys, take care. Make sure you get involved. Big thank you again to Next Level Racing. And if you are in the market for any of your sim racing needs, go see the guys at Next Level Racing. I have a GT Pro rig, and it is top notch. Doesn't make you any faster, but boy, it makes you more comfortable. Other than that, this is Sean, aka Ghost, and please enter the competition, and good luck to all.
Thanks to Sean there for showing us about the Next Level Racing competition we have going on. Joining us back in the box is Lucas. How are you, Lucas? How's a S1 GT looking? Now, one thing I forgot, if Jimmy's still with us, we forgot driver of the day for the BMWs. I'm pretty sure we can guess who it could be. I'm guessing Mo will take that one out. Well, stellar drive from Mo, coming from back in the field, and he just this two-stop strategy worked out, and he gave it everything that last stint, and almost come away with the win, bar maybe a little bit of a desperate move there from Superfly. Yeah, was a good race. I think definitely mine's going to Mo. That's a good drive from halfway down the field to make that stint work on the last section there and almost take away the win. So we got Adam. We got Prusy, who's Stickers driver of the day. Marcus, otherwise known as the Bad Doctor. He's got Mo driver of the day. Buffer, Mo. Superfly for Excalibur. We would thought that might have happened. Skirtle goes with Kazi. That's a good job, Kazi. I don't know if that was a driver of the day. Oh, sorry. My bad.
Well,
We
and
forgot to click the mute button again.
Did you have me muted? Fair income.
No, not you muted. I had the PlayStation controller muted, so maybe you all weren't heard. But anyway, we've gone with all the driver of the days. We've heard my end anyway.
got a couple more here. We got Dadson's giving himself driver of the day as well, as all good team owners seem to do these days.
Righto, we'll just as the qualifiers start, and we'll quickly run through these GT points.
Alright, I'm all the way downstairs.
Brocky rounding out, taking up top spot there with 93 points. VLX for Force Performance on 80. Knuckles takes out the Lucky's Lawn Care for third on 72. DFLO for fourth. Ricky Bobby for fifth. DJ Brain, who's had a great race this season, takes out sixth. Speedy Tyres in seventh. Hijacker still holding on to eighth. Ninth for Artie Thump. Diego dropping back a little bit there in 10th. Lucky's had some up and down races, so he's sitting back there in 11th. Morgan's missed a couple. He's down in 12th. Mr. Brent has made his way up from Group B into A for his first race in 13th. Scotty G rounding out the top 14 on 45 points for Cornerstone. Right, as we jump into qualifying here, let me just set myself up. Maybe. Yes. All right. So we have DFLO coming around. This will be his first time for the night.
They're
Karen
back into their first flying lap now.
Still got Morgan sitting in the pits. Have we got a bit of a grid penalty on Morgan?
Not as far as I know. He's just sitting at the moment.
All right. Well, Morgan
Maybe just nodded off.
nodded off. DFLO coming around. What's DFLO got? Oh, sorry. They're still on their opening lap, aren't they?
Yeah, they're going now.
Righto. So DFLO, he is in the chill out systems for racing cars like Legends. Brocky in second. Brocky for Cornerstone. Or Brocky Counterpunch. Karen Unleashed in fourth.
Cornerstone.
The Deeds entry for Switchblade. Ricky Bobby. Here's one we're going to see tonight for Obsession in the Tasdig. Forgotten Island entry. Diego in sixth. We all know who that's for. That's Bacchus. Bacchus and Dadson Racing. Scotty G in seventh. That one's the Cornerstone entry. Hijacker in 8th for Ragged Edge, Auto 1. Lucky in 9th for Lucky's Lawn Care. Speedy Tyres rounds out the top 10 for Counterpunch. And the F1 GT Light livery. 11th is DJ for CJ Esports. Knuckles in 12th for Lucky's Lawn Care. Artie in 13th. He is in the CJ Esports. Carmel at Sorrento. Not sure what that is. It must be a bit of a...
It's hotel.
You got it, mate.
VLX in
DFLO opens
13th.
up. Oh, Cyborg opens with a 130.2. Ricky Bobby with a 130.2. DFLO with a 130.2. Oh, Hijacker to second with a 130.3.
There he is.
Speedy Tyres into fourth now.
Hijacker into
DJ
second.
Brain, sixth.
I don't think Hijacker's done much this week, so that's a stellar first time out.
Lux to sixth position now as well with a 130.8.
DJ in 7th.
He's the first of the 31s, DJ, with a 131.2.
Ricky Bobby down in 9th place.
Yeah, he's been in the
31.3.
low 30s all night too, so he's there punching around. He's second off the lead now in 9th.
Yeah.
I expect these times to drop. I've seen some very low 29s tonight so far, so in the setting sun of Brazil, these guys here, the track's got some cool spots in it now.
Brocky's down. He's see how his qualifying goes. He's a bit skiddly there on the exit. He might pull in for a fresh set of boots here.
So he flows in with the next one across the line again. Here they come again. Brocky's in. Leafo's going to go around again with a 130.9, not as good as his first lap round.
I tell you what, these times are super fast.
Scotty G improves to a 131.4.
Speedy in 4th.
That's good for 10th.
Speedy goes into the pits. Diego's one to watch out for too. Last round he had moments of 30.9. Moves himself up into 8th.
Nux there stays 6th but improves again with a 130.7 there. Gets himself to was it 10 100ths of a second.
We'll jump back on board with Brocky. We've got Diego there, I think it is. Just letting them all pass. Maybe he's burning fuel.
He must have made a mistake there somewhere because he was really slow. So VLX goes to the top. 130.2 on his first fast lap. He did a 38 on lap 2, so he's just warming himself up now. Davey goes to 6th position there in the Deeds car. Very late in the lobby tonight, Davey. Got one test start under his belt and then sort of sat around and watched everybody, so not showing his pace tonight, but this is a good start.
I think just going off for most of these first laps, we're definitely going to see a 29 tonight. I've seen a few 29s in practice. I still can't believe Hijacker in 3rd after no driving this week. Scotty G improves again. Where's Scotty down in 12th? Oh.
Yep.
So that
so
shows you.
131.2 for 12th.
Yeah. 1 second behind the leader to top 12.
Keep an eye on Karen at the moment. He's 14th on the road at the moment with the best lap of a 140.1, so he hasn't had a clean lap yet. He's outlapped them with a 130 flat though, so he's looking like he's got a bit of pace on board. Not super confident for his first run in A, I believe, this season. Correct me if I'm wrong there, chat.
I'm pretty sure that is his first run.
This is his first run with the big boys tonight.
He's had he had a good a great race last week in B, where we had that monster back end of the race versus the young mountain goat, and
the fuel man cost him his victory in the end.
Yeah, and Mr. Adam there from Red Mist there taking the win last week. So he's had a very short sort of turnaround time to get the car to Brazil. Obviously Deeds Racing puts another paint job on it again as they do it.
Yep. What are we running this week as the graphic designer at Deeds Racing?
So this week we've got calculated risk on Karen's car, and Mr. Davey has dad jeans, which is a bit of a retro style early 90s livery for the second of the Deeds cars tonight.
So Brocky pops up to the front again. He's done a 30.1. VLX goes quicker again.
30.1 as well.
Let's keep an eye on VLX here. I'm sure.
He's on an outlap at the moment as far as I'm concerned, VLX.
Righto. Karen, a 31-2.
Look at the gap for the lead though. Hijacker is 3/100 of a second off the back of Cyborg.
Yeah.
Hijacker again proving he's just a quiet achiever in Group A, as per last season as well.
I think he might have been quietly practicing behind closed doors this week for those times.
Was his DFLO there in fourth in the Racing Cars Low Legend entry as well?
He's definitely
Big
proven.
season for DFLO.
Proven coming from Group B, he can mix it with the top blokes.
Well, he came from BMW last season.
That's right.
He was
Yeah.
one of the promotions from BMW, and he's jumped straight into Ferrari. Was in Group A by round 2 and hasn't looked back.
Tell you what, he's coming into the last corner. He's 0.2 up. He's looking to take third on VLX here. In a bit of a tow.
It's got a little bit of a toe there from. Who's that in front of him?
Thought he might have taken the pits there. That
Ricky
looks
Bobby.
like Ricky Bobby, yeah. Brocky with
Brocky
a
gets better
30-0.
again.
What's DFLO got? Takes
32.
second.
30.1. It's close again. 0.068 from the lead there. So previous lap around he would have been on pole. Go figure. Hijacker getting fresh boots there in third. VLX is in his best sector through sector number 2. He's currently green boards.
I don't know how you pronounce this corner, but it's the Pinarino or something.
I'm not even going to attempt those.
No.
I know my limits. Nux there improves to 5th now. Jump speedy tyres.
Just got my eyes on VLX. He's coming up to the back
VLX is
straight.
He's 0.1 of a second off pole position at the moment. He's 4th. That shows how close it is, guys.
It's ridiculous, isn't it?
Oh,
Big walk there through the final turn.
Hardy Thump with a 30.6.
That's 9th, guys.
9th.
30.6.
What's VLX got here? Can he improve?
Look, Knuckles slips up to P5 as well, just quietly.
Oh,
He goes to the
29
top.
there. Oh, that's a 30 flat. 30.039 to take the lead. With 4 minutes 20 seconds to go. VLX on pole currently. Cyborg needs to respond now as he comes down the front straight.
What's he got? He's in the pits.
Right in the pits.
Let's see where DFLO is. DFLO's quietly gone into third. Oh, we've seen that. He's going around again.
Yeah, he's going to go. Oh, not quite. He's just under his best lap.
There's Hijacker. Hijacker's just coming up to the start-finish line.
He's just come out of the pits. Scotty G there with a 1 at 30.9 there, which is good for 12th.
Wow. That's horrible, isn't it? Far out.
Everybody is in the 30s except for Lucky and Karen at the moment. They're both on a very low 31.
Karen struggled a little bit in practice during the week, but I'm sure come race time he'll get his act together.
He's been very open with the fact he doesn't like this track. He's not happy at all.
Knuckles
He's
sitting
putting all
in
his eggs
fifth.
into the basket for France in the next round though at St. Croix.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of guys doing that because St. Croix is a pretty good track. But you got to get there first, don't you?
Are we able to drop the Discord link in the chat there, guys, please? We've got Mr. Seth Walker there asking for his Discord link, which would be awesome. Cyborg there now showing the new mid-season refresh there for Best Media. New logo for the main sponsor, much bolder. Looking very snazzy on the side of the Cornerstone Ferrari.
Speedy Tyres. Speedy Tyres was faster last round. He qualified pretty high. I think it was second row. Sitting in 7th. Can he improve from there? I think he's in with a chance. We've got VLX in the pits. He's Speedy's 0.2 up.
Yeah, 0.2 up on his lap at the moment. He's 0.4 off the lead, so 0.2 will get him to 4th or 5th position unless he goes any better. Hijacker just grabbed the penalty through the final turn there, so it's just box that lap. And his next one, because now he's too slow over the line. There's Speedy coming down the front straight now. This is going to be a good lap from Speedy. It's 30.2.
Moves him
Goes
up.
to 5th.
5th is good. Can't complain with 5th.
Yeah, row 3. Is 5th the inside or the outside of row 3?
5th will be the outside. It'll be the inside, sorry.
You want the inside at Interlagos, get a good start, hold the inside line.
No, 5th is the outside because that's
Oh, it is
pole
the outside?
line. Yeah, pole's on the outside.
Brocky's on his outlap, I believe.
No, he's on a lap at the moment. Who's he tucked in behind there? Ricky Bobby for a bit of a tow.
We'll just stick with him.
Some of these guys are further down than they want to be, but remembering that the entire field, you know, the top 10, top 12 cars are all in the 30s. So
Is
it's,
that- Does that Morgan Davey come out of the pits with a full tank of fuel on board?
it is. Interesting.
Wow.
It's the Ferrari can be a bit weird. I mean, most of the time, I do my fastest lap on a full tank.
Oops.
Oh, I think we caught something wrong there. We will
Yeah.
move on. Diego down in 10th. I don't think he's going to be happy with that. And I know he can go faster. But then when you see it's only 0.7 off the lead, it's everything is so close.
Yeah. Lucky he goes a 30.7 there, which
Moves
improves
him.
himself to 10th. So that leaves one car out of the 30s now, guys. DJ goes to 9th there with a 30.5. Someone that's been punching above their weight all season in Group A.
Yeah.
A standout season for DJ this has been.
We're just about
Yeah,
out of time
100%.
here. This is going to have to be VLX and... Oh, not VLX. VLX is on pole with Brocky's fast lap, DFLO's fast lap. Hijacker hopefully can improve. Starting off second on the second row, but pretty good. Hardy Thump goes a little bit quicker. Snatches 5th spot there. Knuckles is just going down the order a little bit. Now jumping in with Knuckles this week for a few practices. I know his race will be... His qualifying may not show what his race can do, so... Brocky making his way to the start-finish line. Can he improve? VLX,
Pretty good.
not far behind him.
It's 0.005 for the...
Brocky
Oh,
goes to the top. 29.8.
VLX fastest final lap for him. 29.9 there for DFLO to go to second. VLX now a third.
Let's jump back to VLX.
He goes to second.
Oh, it's thousandths of a
Look at the
second
gap
in
in the
first
lead.
and second.
0.010 for the pole position split. Who else is there? Hijacker doesn't do it. Diego goes to... Where did he go to? 13th. Karen's on his best lap now as well. What's he got? 31.2. No, doesn't do it. He's not last.
Lucky for P12. Diego 13th and Karen jumps into Group A for the first time and
Comes from fighting for the lead all week. all race last week in Group B to the very back of the field tonight at Interlagos. He's got some work to do.
well, Brocky, he's made it happen. Is he the only one that not the only one that ran at 129? Was he? There's a few of them.
Top three are in the 29s.
Top 3 in the 29.
So Cyborg did a 29.805, Velix did a 29.815, and DFLO did a 29.984, and Speedy Tice was the first of the 30s with a 130.111.
Yeah, he did that late too, Speedy Tyres, just at the end there.
His last lap.
Have we
Hijack
got
did his best lap on lap 5.
we got any top threes? What are your top threes? I'll say I'm going to get Knuckles up the top this time. I think he's got what it takes in this race.
Oh,
That's a big call from 7th.
yeah.
Some quick guys in front of him.
Well, it's hard to go past these first two, really, isn't it? You've got basically the champion-elect and the carryover champ from last season. Let's throw DFLO in there as a smoky for third, even though that's where he starts. I think if Hijacker and Artie Thump can get a good start from 5th and 6th, they might be able to mix it up a little bit up there as well.
Yeah, I'll probably take that back. Knuckles is a little bit far back.
I never know. Knuckles is a rocket off the start, as we remember too. He's had a full season in the Ferrari, so he gets that thing off the line very, very well. We're out to find out, guys.
But you know, Brocky off the start, and if he gets a clean run, he'll be away with it.
Just to quickly chuck this out there, guys. It was less than a second from first to 11th, first to 13th position. The only car outside of a second was Karen on the back row.
Crazy.
Yeah. Here we go, though, guys. About to go racing.
Let's jump on board with hot, speedy tyres. The lights are up. As soon as the lights go out, we're racing. And we're racing.
They're away.
Oh,
Speedy
we've
Tyres
got...
is asleep on the line. He's just got going. Artie Thump hit him. Oh, and there's a big crash in the background there. They're all still moving. For some reason, Speedy Tyres' car just stalled on the line for a second there, and Artie had nowhere to go. Went straight in the back of him.
I think he's had that issue a couple of times this season.
Oh, Karen sideways. Oh. Anyway.
Brocky's got the jump. He's got VLX right behind him. I don't think VLX is going to let him go anytime soon. DFLO jumps into third, and Hijacker takes up a position. Nux has made a couple of spots here. He's not out of the game yet.
He did. He got away with that big box up at the start where they all fell over each other.
Are we going to see a back and forth race, or are we just going to see kind of like a VLX maybe sit behind Brocky and hope for the best and save some fuel and tyres?
We're going to need to talk to DFLO about that because he's all over the back of VLX at the moment.
They just have these Ferraris sorted, don't they?
Yep.
And even to see Hijacker up in fourth, that's massive. Here comes Knuckles. I've got a feeling Knuckles might sit behind... he probably won't sit behind Hijacker because he won't want to let the front three get away, but...
Yeah. Morgan Davey is a massive threat there, currently in 6th position as well as they go down the front straight. He's going to try to go to the inside. He's going to throw one to turn one. Hijacker just got duped by two of them.
Two of them. See if we can grab that on a replay.
Oh, look out. Ricky Bobby there as well, 7th position at the moment. Putting on the pressure as well. Hijacker's slipping back through the field at the moment.
Knuckles goes around the outside just on slipstream, and Morgan throws it up the inside and just goes around him inside him with ease. I think Hijacker might have just give that away a little bit there. Back up the front.
Fight for Sheep Stations at the back here too. The two CJ Esports cars are fighting with Scotty G, and they're door handle to door handle at the moment. Unfortunately, both the CJ cars got massively balked up on that start line incident.
You just see Karen ahead of them there, and maybe making a little bit of a gap. Made up a few positions off the start there, which is good.
He'd be fairly happy with 11th so far, I think.
Now, Lucky in 10th. Lucky's no slouch in the Ferrari, so he's only a second off Lucky.
Morgan just grabbed Ricky Bobby as well. He's now 5th. He's on the back of Knuckles.
Morgan's one's not afraid to stick the car where it needs to be to gain a position either.
This will be an interesting battle between him and Knuckles as well, because Knuckles is the kind of guy that can drive defensively fast as well, so he's not going to make it easy. As Davey goes to the inside into turn one, going to prove me wrong. Nah, not quite.
Now I know, just from watching Knuckles, his consistent lap speed, it's just something I can't fathom or keep up with. But he's got the consistent lap speed, which is why I think he's a threat for this race.
Just having a quick look at the early fuel usage, guys. So far, just zipping down through the field. Davey's used a bit. Everybody else is very similar. Davey is definitely in the lightest car of the field though. He's used a lot of fuel early.
He tends to do that in the Ferrari. Mr. Morgan pushes really, really hard, but always seems to come back to him during the mid to late race. So obviously got that thing figured out.
Well, we're just on board with Brocky at the moment, and it looks like his car control's just maybe a little bit better than VLX at the moment. Maybe the tyres are a little bit gone on VLX, but just starting to get a bit of a gap here. Then right behind VLX.
been plateauing now between 0.6 and 0.8 of a second for the last lap or so. But Felix has got trouble from behind with DFLO now on the run into turn 1. DFLO's going to have a look down the inside.
Makes it work.
He does. Nice move there from DFLO. Now he's got to set off after the Cyborg because he's now 0.9 of a second cleared. He's almost out of slipstream range for these guys. As he moves to the inside, what happened there with Cyborg?
I think it might have been a little bit of engagement. See if we can grab it on a replay.
I don't know. I think he might have caught a bit of a curb or something because he was a long way to the inside. He almost hit the fence.
He just moves over. Maybe he's just getting out of that slipstream.
That's one way to do it, I guess. It's worked though, because he's over a second clear now. Effective slipstream distance is inside a second.
I tell you what, Knuckles back and forth, but he has got 3 cars breathing down his neck, and the first one is Morgan.
Another car on my back bumper. The rest of the field is very close together too, though. You can throw a blanket over him all the way back to like 10th, 11th, 12th. Cyborg's at the wick now, 1.2 seconds clear. Purple sector through 3. Oh, sideways again on the final turn. That thing's walking across the track.
Just sticking with Knuckles here. We'll see what. Oh, I just pressed the wrong button. See if Morgan's got anything for him down the back straight, top straight. He's right on his bumper. He's pulled out wide.
Into turn 1, Velix to the inside of DFLO. Makes it work. Another nice move. These guys are starting to let Cyborg skip away a bit though. Are fighting over this position. Just now 1.5 seconds clear.
See if we can grab VLX's pass. We've seen Knuckles hold
on his back bumper.
Knuckles hold Davies out. We've missed it.
He's just washed off DFLO there through turn 4. Oh, Hijacker's having a look at Davey now as well. This middle of the pack is looking really, really strong at the moment.
This is the problem when you try and push the Ferrari a little bit too much, like Morgan tends to. It just bites you on the end of them stints.
Yeah, looking at tyre wear at the moment. Cyborg's maintaining a pretty solid car at the moment. VLX, as we expect, has just worked that tyre a little bit more, as he does. DFLO, car's looking pretty even with the Cyborg. Knuckles' car, the back tyres worked a little bit more as well. Morgan Davies worked the car a bit more as well. Yeah, this middle pack here is where all the action is. These cars have all got substantially worse off tyres than the lead pack. Hijacker there quietly though, did a 130.5 on lap 3 to take the fastest lap of the race.
I'm not showing the fastest lap on my screen, so there could be a little bit of a...
Up the inside, Davey on Knuckles. Grabs him through turn 1.
See if we can catch it. We'll go with the Auto 1 replay.
Knuckles is looking to have a conversation on the run to 4. Davey puts the car in the middle of the road. Perfect positioning there to cover the inside dive. This is bringing Hijacker into the battle as well now.
Just starting to skip away the front 3.
We kind of expected that to happen, didn't we? These front 2 especially are all over the Ferrari this season.
I don't think the race is over yet with Morgan and Knuckles.
Oh, no way. Hijacker's there too. They're bringing Ricky Bobby into it as well, who's a dark horse in the Ferrari. He's been showing some really good speed this season, and he's also very consistent. He's a long way up the championship order off memory after Thursday night.
I did have the points board up, but totally forgot to think about where Ricky Bobby is. And he's also got Diego's right behind him. Diego's qualified well down the order from where he was probably expecting to be, but
he's just finding his way back into it now.
Sometimes you just need to get in the groove halfway through the race.
I read earlier too, Diego's fan club have a new fan in watching Diego race tonight, Sophia, who is age 6. So welcome, Sophia. Your boy there, currently 8th position, looking for 7th on the inside now to turn 4 on Ricky Bobby. He's going to make it work. Good
Got it
move.
done. Taylor on exit though.
Dux is just breathing over the back of Morgan's car again on the back end of the circuit.
Yeah.
All you got to do is chuck that inside on one of these tight corners. Morgan covers all. There's a bit of skip there from Morgan's car.
Seen that. And all that'll do is put you off the driving next to him.
Yeah, that'll make Knuckles there very nervous of trying to make a move there, because the car did a little bit of a skip and jump there. So you're not 100% certain where exactly the car is on the track when it's doing that.
Yep, we've seen him disappear and come back right in front of you.
This is why we do test starts, ladies and gentlemen.
So it looks like I was going to say Diego got past Ricky, but we just mentioned that, so we won't go there. We'll jump back up the front and see how Brocky's going. Brocky's 1.2, so they're catching back up to Brocky at the moment. No, they're not. VLX is holding it pretty even at around the second mark. So
yeah, that gap's just stabilised now between first and second. We're just about a second back to DFLO in third, and these guys are fighting for sheep stations in the fourth position. Morgan there, riding in on the back brake there into turn 4. Car was in there sideways. We've got to give Nux another run here on the run up to 5.
what's the tyre wear like on the top 3? Because it just seems like Rocky's a little bit loose here, and he's maybe pushing a little bit because VLX is coming back at him.
Yeah, that rear right now is really starting to hurt. So this is the big load up corner here. Look on that rear right. And again in another couple of corners here. This one is not too bad because it's nice and slow. But then we're going to load up that right rear again as we turn to the left down here. This is pretty much full throttle. 4th gear, standing on it.
Maybe a tad lift if you understeer, but it is pretty much full throttle.
And they're all closing up again too. So Cyborg with just over half a tank. Looks like he's going to go in here, is he? Not quite. I thought he was going to go in there. VLX with just on half a tank.
He goes in.
DFLO with a little bit more fuel. DFLO's in as well.
VLX.
Okay, so VLX has got had the lowest amount of fuel out of the front 3 cars, and he stayed out. Davy's in with way less fuel than
everyone's going in by the look of it.
So VLX sitting there going, shit, what do I do?
Is this the moment VLX sees him? He's got less fuel than the other 2 in front of him. He has to really push this lap.
Okay, Scotty G's decided to start as well. He's going to become a 4 on the moment for these guys coming out of the pits. He's going to come out in about 5th or 4th or 5th there. 5th position.
Comes out in 5th.
He's come out. He's in 5th position between Ricky, Bobby and Knuckles. So not too bad actually considering. So everyone sort of cleared him there on the way out of the pits. Nux though, look at how much he's closed up on DFLO. Let's have a look at the fuel usage there. So he didn't take fuel. And nobody else took fuel. So Nux has closed up a heap of a gap there.
Yep.
How's he done that?
I think...
I don't understand how that's happened. Maybe the other guys took a thimble of fuel and they just had to wait for that to happen, because he's pulled over a second.
Yeah, I think maybe sometimes you can sit in the pits and you forget to press the button as it actually goes to pit, so maybe that's what's happened.
Ricky Bobby getting frustrated now in position number 6. He's got Scotty G in front of him on worn tyres. He's got so much more car pace, but he can't get past him. He's trying to squeeze his way through. Up the hill. He's going to hold Scotty out wide. He won't be able to get to the pits if he's not careful. He's just lifted slightly. On the outside.
So
cuts across to get to the pits. Well, that was close entry there for Scotty.
I think the biggest losers out of this lot would be Morgan.
Yeah, he's put a lot of fuel in, I reckon. Where is he? I'm trying to find him. There he is. Game's freaking out trying to get down the ladder.
He's in 8th.
Because there's one in the pits at the moment, so I can't get down to him. There he is. Yeah, he put fuel in, so he's doing that alternate strategy where he's put fuel in early and he's going to try and get home on the lighter stops later. question mark over the Deeds Racing Fuel Man, so hopefully they have a better race tonight.
He's got Diego breathing down his neck straight out of the pits. So VLX has stayed out. Let's jump back up the front. He's got 5 seconds on Brocky. I don't know if this has worked in his favour here.
It's not.
His car is...
His last lap was a 33.5. Cyborg did a 30 flat.
His car is super taily. Them tyres are gone.
Yeah, the back tyre is over half worn now. It's beyond on the canvas practically.
Brocky's just gaining on him quick. It was 4.5 seconds. Now it's 3.5 seconds. We're going to see an under 3 before VLX pulls into the pits. DFLO sitting in third still. He's got Knuckles in his toe.
See what he does for fuel for you. So 38 in the tank, so two less than Morgan did when he went in after 2 extra laps. New tyres are on, fuel going in now. This would be a fairly long stop, I'd assume. No, he didn't put much in. 2/3 of a tank of fuel, so he's going to come out. Ricky Bobby goes past in 4th at the moment. 5th and 6th have just gone past on the outside. It's agonising. That pit exit at Interlagos is very long. 7th goes past, that's Morgan. 8th goes past, that's Diego. So he's come out in 9th position with 2/3 of the tank of fuel. So different strategy. He's going to try and trim a pit stop off by the looks of this.
Now, one of the races during the week, we had a bit of a practice race, and the goat went in early. And I tell you what, he made some ground up, and VLX has gone in late. So maybe they're not talking in the hand wash room there, FBC.
Well, he went in at like the 35-minute mark, so...
Brocky taking the gap out to 2.3 now. It was just at 2 a lap ago. DFLO got to be happy with second at the moment. That's a legitimate second. I don't think you can take that away from him. But Knuckles has made the most spots at the moment, and I'm telling you, I did pick him at the start.
You did. Then you second guess yourself. And look at this. 3rd position at the moment. He's got more fuel on board than... Oh no, he doesn't. He's got less fuel on board than the 2 in front of him. So he's taken a little bit of an underarm bowl on that first stop to get himself further up. So the other guys must have taken a dribble of fuel in that first stop. Ricky Bobby, he's 4th at the moment. He's got just over a quarter of a tank, so he's in fuel compromised sort of position.
Well,
and Speedy Tyres is better off than him. So Speedy Tyres is in a pretty good position to move up as well.
He is behind his sister.
Look at Davey and Hijacker. Wow. They were walking backwards and forwards across the track along the back straight there.
Oh, Hijacker's off.
Hijacker out wide. Hijacker's lost it. Oh, he caught it. What a catch. Car control.
There it is.
Oh, one off in the background. VLX is off in the background. He went way off at turn 4.
Oh, no.
He's got massive damage, rear end damage.
See if we can grab it.
I just caught it in the back of the screen.
Same spot as Hijacker. Hits the fence. Oh, that's going to hurt. That's put him down the order.
He's 13th now.
That's second in the championship there, making the big mistake. Last year's winner. Last season's winner, should I say, not last year's. So Brocky gaps out to 3 now.
Oh, he'd be livid with himself for doing that. It's just a mistake, isn't it?
It's easy to do.
Wide there, caught the grass.
And
Fresh tyres too.
The worst part of the Ferrari.
Those tyres.
The worst part of the Ferrari is trying to catch that slide. Like, you catch it, then it just flicks you the other way.
I can imagine Brocky would have noticed that too. And if he's on comms with Scotty G would be telling him all about the fact that VLX is now 13th on the road. Now, fastest up of the race
is
Morgan Davey, but Knuckles just went purple through the first sector as well. 0.3 of a second up. So he's on the charge now from position number 3.
This is where he needs to save his fuel. Just sit behind DFLO here and run that lap speed, because you know DFLO's not slow. Gain a bit of that fuel back that he's disadvantaged at the moment.
So Knuckles is currently on the podium, lads.
This is correct.
You called it. Look at this battle here. Hijacker, Artie Thump, and DJ Brains, the two CJ Esports are picking on the back of Hijacker at the moment.
Good, get around him, son.
9th and 10th your boys at the moment, Jimmy.
Yeah, not good enough.
Well,
in their defence, though, they had that horrible bad luck at the start where they caught that sleeping car. Speedy Tyres there was asleep on the line, and Artie went straight to the back of him, which pitched him across the track and caught DJ as well. So they had a horrible start, unfortunately.
So I'm sending the bill off to CP tomorrow morning then.
Yep.
so that slide from Hijacker's really hurt because it's Morgan and Diego got around him obviously because they were in front.
Yep.
He was in front.
That's how easy it can happen, though, isn't it?
Tell me about it. I've lived the first 3 rounds like that. Artie Thump and DJ from the CJ Esports there got Lucky right on their rear bumper at the moment. And sitting behind Lucky looks like Brent.
Yeah,
So
12th position for Mr. Karen there. He'd be okay with that, I think.
I think the more you think to yourself, I'm in 13th or 11th spot, whatever you're in, and you're still on the lead lap and in contention with some of the drivers, that's a win in some of the boys' books, especially mine in the Ferrari.
That gap for seconds closed wide up. 0.5 a second now from Nux and DFLO. Ricky Bobby's 3 seconds back now, but he's looking threatening there as well. Morgan, though, keep an eye on him. Position number 6, but has a lot more fuel than everyone else too. Remember, he took that long stop. And he's just gone fastest lap. He just did a 30.3, then a 31.2, then a 30.9. So he's got the pace, even though the car is much heavier than everyone around him.
But is the heavier car and the faster lap speeds wearing the tyres out quicker?
Not from what I can see. His front tyres are actually much better than the guys in front of him. Because he did go that extra couple of laps, didn't he?
Yeah, he did.
No, he didn't. He went in with them, didn't he? That's right, they all went in together, but he had much more fuel usage for the first stint.
It was VLX that ran long.
Yeah, it was. But his front tyres aren't as bad as Speedy's in front of him, who's really cooked that front right. And Ricky Bobby is out of sequence of these guys too. He's nearly on the fuel light.
Speedy tyres is a big slide there. Saves it.
He's in danger zone here now, Speedy. Morgan's almost within a second.
So Morgan's going to be pitting for just tyres. He's going to gain a couple of spots.
He's going to dark horse for the back end of the podium by the end of the race, I reckon, Morgan. Watch his space.
Oof. There's a lot of pressure on the fuel man down at Deeds Racing now.
He's just sitting there shaking with a fuel gun now, I reckon.
Oh yeah, you're burning that abacus to the ground.
Cyborg now well in control, 4 seconds clear of the field. He's on cruise and collect mode now for the Cyborg.
Yep. He can do what he wants pretty much now. He can save fuel, keep that distance.
That said, though, he's been consistently in the 30s from the front of the field there with no one anywhere near him. The guys behind him are both in the 31s.
So Ricky Bobby's in.
Bobby
is that Ricky Bobby's first stop?
Second stop.
Second stop.
Yeah, he took a... Hang on. Oh, the fuel's already in. He didn't put tyres on. Or did he? I have to wait for this thing to up. No, he did put tyres. Oh, that scared me. I thought that's not gone well. Come on, GT.
That's one of the mistakes you can make. I've been in a few.
I didn't catch the tyres going on when I flipped across to the vision from the pit lane there. I didn't see the tyre men working. All the fuel was in it, and the icon on the bottom said that the tyres hadn't been changed yet.
So we know Brocky, he's just doing his own thing at the moment. He's got no pressure on him. DFLO and Knuckles. Is Knuckles taking advantage of sitting behind DFLO here, or is he still struggling just to keep up the lap speed?
Well, Knuckles is on the fuel light now, guys. DFLO is not, but he's just gone on the fuel light now, so there's probably half a lap of fuel in it. But DFLO's tyres are noticeably more worn than the ones on the Lucky's Lawn Care car. So, yeah, keep an eye on Nux there, Melbourne Polytechnic on the site. That is a long word to say. I expect these two guys to both go in now, though. Unless they prove me wrong. No, DFLO goes around again, Nux is in.
Nux is in.
So DFLO's going to do a lap on the fuel light. Cyborg's going to do a lap on the fuel light. Speedy Tyres, who's very low on fuel's in. Morgan Davey goes around again with the Exxon Valdez stuck in his fuel tank at the moment. Diego round again. Fuel light is on for Diego.
So it's going to be interesting to see where, if Knuckles can gain a spot here on DFLO and where Morgan can make up the time.
Well, DFLO's going to have a very clean lap here, no mistakes at all.
Brocky's over 4
just
seconds
chased the
now.
car through 4 there too, DFLO. You see the steering input there.
I don't think too many people understand how easy it is to pretty much stuff up the Ferrari in a turn. It's
yeah, sure.
so easy. So when
this
you look
car
at
is all over the place once the tyres. It's all over the place on fresh tyres when you're not accustomed to it. But when it starts to wear out, like even the best, like Cyborg there through the final turn goes way wide, just gathers it up. He'll be in the pits now. Maybe.
Cyborg's
Here he
in.
goes.
DFLO will be in.
Yeah, DFLO's on vapor. He has to go in. Indicator on.
So this is
The,
Morgan will take control of the race here.
Brocky's got to be careful.
Oh,
because
Morgan's
if
in.
He does,
No, he's in too. Yep.
if he does something un-Brock-esque like have an accident or go off the track, DFLO's, we saw it branch hatch, DFLO's actually got the speed to definitely keep up with them, at least maybe even keep them behind.
Fairlex is just going to look like he's going to be close to the lead area at the moment. On that weird recovery straight now, he's going to be all over the place trying to get himself back up there.
This is what makes or breaks the drivers.
Where's Nux in relation here? Nux is just coming past pit exit now. He's at a clear DFLO.
Oh, he's got him.
Oh, it's close. It's close. Gets him down the outside. Very late braking there for Nux to get that done. Gathers it up nicely. And those two go at it again.
So that's going to potentially put Knuckles into second. VLX
Yeah,
on
they're on
the...
the back of VLX. And he's all over the place now. His strategy's being shot from that spin. He's on just under a quarter of a tank. His tyres are looking fairly worn out. Obviously, he had that massive slide when he went off too, which would have hurt the tyres.
Yep.
There'll be massive flat spots in them.
Another thing you can't do in the Ferrari is slide it, or else that's your tyre wear gone.
I've noticed watching VLX too, though. He must run on like a light ABS setting or something, because I can keep seeing the little red box come up around the tyre on the front right there, especially just now. That's the lock light, so it's showing that tyre is gripping and sliding. And he's one of the only ones I see it pop up on is on the front tyres, especially is the little skid light pops up, that little red box.
Ricky Bobby hanging on to fifth here. I think he's in a good spot.
He's doing a good job. He's actually closed up on these guys a bit too, because he was fuel compromised in that last stint, so he's actually fairly low again. He's got not much over a quarter of a tank at the moment, but he's there. Morgan Davey has actually slipped back to 7th, but he's refilled himself back to 3/4 of a tank, so he's playing that long game. Expect him to pop his head up late in the race.
The problem is you're 13 seconds behind.
That's it.
It's hard to make them spots up. Hardy Thump in 8th. He's had a good season this season, starting off in Group B, making his way to A. Diego in 9th. I'm sure he probably wanted to be a little bit further up the grid as he gets a bit taily coming into the... what do you call this? I don't want to say that word again, so we won't go with it.
Oh, this battle here now. They've actually... Knuckles has jumped VLX. DFLO's right behind him now. He'd be getting frustrated there. VLX's car's struggling to keep up. He needs to make this happen now into turn 1. He needs to make the move happen. Felix gives him the indicator, goes, go past Sun.
Race car drivers giving race car drivers advice here. Get past me. I don't want to wreck my race. I'm trying to stay in front.
VLX just said, nah, look, I made a mistake earlier in the race. I've got to fight myself back up here. I'm not racing you guys yet. You guys go after it, and I'll come and see you later. Some drivers don't like that when that happens. Other guys are like, well, yes, so he should get out of the way, but...
Oh, VLX still looks taily with that rear of that Ferrari.
That car's looking really sick now. The fuel light's on for VLX, so he'll be out of the way very shortly. But Ricky Bobby now is closing in. Oh, big slide there from Ricky. He's interesting. He's going to go the other way than Mr. Davey there in 7th in the pit stops towards the end, because he's been short filling all race so far. So he's going to have to do a long fill later on to get the car home, I reckon. Speedy tyres there.
He's always
6 looking fairly strong.
Always been good at the fuel strategy, Ricky Bobby.
He has. He must know what he's up to. I'm not going to judge him and say he's not aware of it. So he must have a strategy in mind, which is different to everybody else. You can't say anything against his pace so far though, because he's been right there. VLX has given him the indicator as well. Looking in the mirror, go past Sun. So this is actually faster for VLX too at the moment for these guys to go past. He can make up more track speed and more time by letting these guys go through and just sticking to his own race instead of trying to cover for guys. Because as we've seen before, especially in that BMW race previously, the front 3 guys fighting the tooth and nail is what helped Mo catch up. Well, sometimes it's actually faster just to let him go and just stay behind him for a bit.
I think you said before that VLX was on the light and he's gone around again, so
yeah,
he's going as far as he can.
Yeah, he's running that car all the way to the end on what he has left in the tank. The tyres are absolutely buggered again. He'll be keen as must to get some fresh boots on that thing.
This could put him out of the equation here, because if he pulls in this lap, it's probably going to be in the 17-minute mark to do in one stint if he tries to go to the end.
He might have to fill it right up and just hope to get to the end and try and just trim it to one stop from here. That's a long stint though, 18 minutes. Especially on a track as high load as this one here, because obviously the corners are very
demanding,
very fast.
As you can see, he's
demanding,
sliding through that corner. You can't back down the gears fast because it can pull you sideways. It's such a hard car to drive, but once you learn it, it's not a bad car to drive. Haven't learned it yet.
Ferrari doesn't like to be hustled, does it?
So we will see.
For second position here, guys. Knuckles and DFLO. Ricky Bobby's in again. Interesting. Don't understand that. He must be feeling himself for the end here, maybe. VLX is in as well.
Look at Brocky.
Maybe these guys are going to roll the dice for the end of the race.
Brocky's just out to a 6-second lead.
Another stop for Ricky Bobby coming up. He went out with half a tank, so VLX has got 2/3 of a tank on board.
Dadson in chat. Brocky's just got fastest lap, which he has, 30.1.
He does too, thanks Dadson. So VLX exiting the track onto the track now in position number 13 with 3/4 of a tank on board. Can he get home? 16.5 minutes.
Oh, it's just a long time to do on one set of tyres, isn't it?
It is. But that's the only play he's got now, I think, is to try and get home now on this one stint, try not to stop again, surely.
So that puts him all the way back down in 11th and behind Karen. Karen's in the top 10 here. That'll keep him in Group A if he stays in 10th.
Well, I think he's in two minds whether he wants to be in Group A or Group B for his favourite track. He's coming up to St. Croix. He's been looking up. He's been practicing there all season already, so he's happy. Can't wait for round 5. So I'm not sure if he wants the prestige of being in Group A or he wants to go and smash Group B there, but he's going to be really happy next round. It's not.
Yeah,
this is interesting actually, the battle for P2, because Nux is in the LLCR car and DFLO there is in the RCLL car, which is a sister team to Lucky's Lawn Care Racing.
Yeah,
new team this season.
They've got to be on the comms together.
They must be, surely.
And DFLO was actually at Lucky's Lawn Care last season as well.
He was until he took the team owner role. He won the championship in BMW for Lucky's Lawn Care Racing last season.
Yep.
Might jump on board with DFLO, see how he's see the lines he's taken. Just see them ripple strips. They really throw the car if you're not onto your brakes and throttle control.
Oh, just on Morgan, watch 2 guys. He's now 4th. He's just jumped speedy tyres with heaps of fuel in reserve.
Oh, DFLO just touches the grass.
DFLO has more fuel on board than Knuckles does as well. About probably a lap's worth of more fuel between them. So that could come into play too through the last stop, as we're just crossing the 14.5-minute mark. So we're getting awfully close to final pit stops for these guys tonight.
Just see DFLO close right up into turn 1 there.
He's good on the brakes, DFLO.
But he's hanging in there. We know DFLO's fast. I knew Knuckles had what it took for this race. I've been watching him all week, so.
Knuckles is just at the fuel light too.
And Brocky's out. It's just going stagnant there on the 6-second mark. A little bit.
He's cruising along now. He's in cruise and collect. He's got plenty of fuel on board still. He's not even pushing at the moment. Just cruising along.
With Alex in the position he is at the moment as well, you'd just about put one hand on the cup, wouldn't you?
It'll be close, I reckon. Obviously, we've had issues with disconnects and that too for some people in decent championship positions previously as well. So, you know, I don't want to say it, but it could happen. You never know. So hopefully it doesn't, obviously.
Might do a bit of a run through the order here so the back half of the field can get a bit of camera time. So we've got Brocky leading the way. It's 6.5 seconds out in front. Behind is Nux on second. He's got DFLO in third there. Oh, Knuckles goes into the pit, so we'll see DFLO take second. Morgan is holding out 4th position at the moment. He's looking pretty good on strategy and fuel-wise.
I'm going to keep an eye on Nux here and see where he comes out in relation to VLX, who I'm assuming is going to go to the end on what he has in the tank already. So this will be critical for VLX's race. Can he redeem it? Nux is out. I don't think VLX is going to be close.
Oh, good.
Oh, might do.
Karen. Could be Karen here.
Nah, he's going to get away with it. Nux is going to come out in 7th in front of Lucky, behind Ricky Bobby. So he's 23 seconds. VLX is 30. Yeah, so he's 8 seconds down the road from VLX. So that was it.
So if I'm correct, Ricky Bobby pitted before. Is Ricky Bobby good to go to the end? And he's made a jump here on.
Go. Nah, not a chance. No. No, he owes us a stop. It'll be a quick stop, but it'll be a stop nonetheless. So I think he's out of it. Nux is in a pretty good spot here though. Waiting for DFLO to come in.
You can see Brocky. Brocky just running it long. Oh, he's pitted last lap.
They're pitting now.
Pitting now.
Brocky pulled 0.7 a second on DFLO over that lap too, so DFLO might have had a slight issue. A lot of these guys indicating into the pits, I've noticed too. They're putting the old lefty on as they come into pit lane, even when there's no one around them. So good bit of practice there from these guys to show everyone around them that they're pitting.
So what we want to see is
stationary.
Where Knuckles comes
Knuckles
out.
Is the one you're looking for.
In contention to
DFLO's out.
DFLO. It's a long pit exit. So he looks like he's just touching on the back of Ricky Bobby here. So hopefully he's not going to hold him up too much. But it looks like he might get the run down the straight here to pass DFLO.
Here it comes. Oh, it's a bit close again with these two. Knuckles have to try and split them. He does.
Nothing in it. last
Nothing at all.
last pit stop, they were both exactly the same coming out the pit, so they're working in contention, potentially.
So Morgan Davies in the lead at the moment, guys, but again, he's just not going to have enough fuel to do it. So he owes us a stop, unfortunately. It'll be another short stop like Ricky Bobby.
Brocky in second. Diego's made his way to third. I'm guessing he needs a pit stop yet.
He does. He's desperate for a fuel stop and tyres too. That car's starting to really slip slide around. This is not what Knuckles needs catching up to him. Knuckles has now got Ricky Bobby between himself and DFLO as well. So this is what Knuckles needs to get away with it. Put the foot down now. DFLO. Diego should plop out of the way any second now.
Yes.
He does.
Diego goes in. Knuckles goes past. Here goes DFLO. I'll get this right in a second. DFLO goes for the move up the inside of Ricky Bobby. Looks like he's made it work.
Alright, Davies exiting the pits now. After that short top-up stop. He has space around him. He's currently... I'm going to tentatively say 5th-ish, maybe?
I've got Speedy tyres on. Where's he come out in conjunction to Speedy?
So
Just in
Davey
front.
comes out with VLX. It's going to be a good battle between these two, actually.
I know.
VLX is walking the car home too at the moment. Remember, guys?
I know VLX earlier on in the week was struggling a little bit here with the Ferrari, but we know what kind of driver he is. He's pretty quick.
Oh, look at Morgan all over him with that fresh car, fresh tyres. Look at the grip difference.
Oh,
Oh.
VLX Taylor out of the.
Here comes the
hairpin.
inside run. Has a look. Yeah, Davey wants to get this done quick too. Look, he's not waiting around.
Make it happen into the first corner now. He'll get a good exit here onto the straight.
Get a good toe.
It's hard sometimes in that toe. You can pick it up really early and then you can't get around them by the end of the straight.
Yeah, you get blocked up. No, he's going to do it now. He's got to the inside straight away.
Ricky Bobby. This could be interesting where Ricky Bobby comes out. So Morgan's made that easy.
Yep. He should just drive away now. As good as VLX is, he just doesn't have the car under him now to keep up. Plus, he can't afford to use the fuel. He needs to slow up if he's going to try and make it home on that tank. Davey's going to get 4th at this stage.
So we'll jump back to Speedy. Ricky Bobby looks like
Ricky
he's
Bobby.
coming out in 7th.
7th. 8th in a minute though. If Artie Thump's going to have a look at him on the outside. Not quite going to get there in time. No, not quite. So I expect Ricky Bobby to stabilise now and drive away. He might chase Speedy tyres down. They might both get VLX if he has to pit again.
I think
he's a question mark at the moment. We can aim, I reckon.
I think we'll give Speedy Tyres a bit of camera time here because he's been a bit of a quiet achiever this race. And I think he's definitely going to get VLX.
DFLO's closed right up on the back of Knuckles again. He almost took the fastest up there with a 1:30.261 there on lap 27. So he's closed right up. These guys are going to have a decent battle towards the end, I think.
They're probably on the radio to each other. You can stay behind me till 30 seconds left and it's all bars
DFLO
on
the
hold.
outside, going to have a look into one. Not where you want to be out there.
Brocky goes fastest he can.
He's got no traffic around him. He can just bang the hammer and not worry about it.
He's 7.5 seconds clear now, 7.6 seconds. He's walking away.
Trying to get all the points he can.
So he's going to take pole. He's going to take fastest lap potentially. And first at maximum points.
30.0 race lap though. That's crazy.
It's not too bad when you got no pressure around you.
Yep, no, that's true. Fair enough.
I think once he seen VLX drop down the back of the order, he was into cruise mode, like we've been saying.
Pretty fast cruise control.
Yeah, his auto drive's probably quicker than most.
Nah, it's all the car. It's all the car. It's all the car. Isn't that
That's
what they
he
say in
does,
Formula One?
everyone. Yeah.
So it looks like Morgan's skipping away from VLX. Speedy Tyres is coming up to the back of VLX. It's really hurt VLX that off.
He's in deep trouble now. He's got just over a quarter tank of fuel, so he should be okay to get home as long as he doesn't over-rev it, but he's short-shifting at the moment.
Well, 5 minutes to go and he's on a quarter of a tank. He might struggle.
He'll be line ball. He can't afford to pit now though. Surely he'd lose more time than trying to limp it home from here.
Yep. Just wind that fill trim all the way up to 6, mate, and try the hardest.
Oh, Diego and Artie thumped there, 9th and 8th and 9th. Oh, there's a touch! Diego sideways, catches it. What a catch!
See if we can grab that. Looks like Diego gets the slipstream up the straight, goes around the outside. Just a touch on the rear quarter from Artie. Play on though.
That was a huge grab there from Diego though, to catch that.
Lucky down in 10th. I think Lucky's not the race he wanted. He's pretty quick, Lucky, in the Ferrari. He's had a few seasons at it now, a couple of seasons now.
I think it's the track though, it's just balked a few of them up. It's one of those tracks. They're not overly pleased about it. A lot of the guys have been on the radio saying that that's a crap track, we don't want to race here ever again. Time of day's not helping either with the sunlight the way it is. It's fairly dark in some spots and very bright in others.
I tend to find them shadows and stuff help me for brake markers, but each to their own. Karen's made his way to 11th. He qualified in 14th, was it?
Yep.
So
he was a little bit off the back in qualifying as well. He was 1.4 seconds off the pole position, so he's just been doing whatever he can tonight to get somewhere, and 11th isn't too bad considering. He just did a 1:30.9 race lap, which was actually faster than his qualifying lap. So go figure.
So something's happened along the way to Hijacker here, because he's down in 13th, well off the pace.
Yeah, he's had a lap there. 26 was a 35 flat, so he's had an off there at some point. And 24 is a 150, which is a pit lap, I'm assuming, but it's a slow pit lap because some other guys are in the 45s.
Scotty
G. He's had a couple little whoopses there, I think.
Scotty G doing a nice job in Group A now. Just cruising along, keeping them positions and points. Another one of these people that have taken a bit of a hold to the style of the Ferrari. Seems to have got a hold of it. DJ Brain is another one. He was looking fast in qualifying, but he's rounding out the end of the grid here.
Yeah, I don't think DJ's recovered from the start. It's obviously being down there. He's got caught in some other people's dramas as well. So once again, he hasn't had the best race.
Back up the front with Knuckles and DFLO. They're still too tied together in a tow rope here.
Nice tail. Interesting to see what happens here too, though. Obviously, the teams being fairly linked up, sister teams.
I can tell you,
come together.
It's quite hard to be in the aero of another car too, as well in the Ferrari, because it can upset your brake markers. Everything can just put you off. So you can tend to use
tyres and VLX.
Tend to use more tyre.
Bit of a battle here for 5th. VLX is trying everything he can to stay in front of Speedy Tyres. He's nursing a very, very sick car now, VLX. He's going to make it for fuel, I think, though, with a minute to go.
It's a good recovery if he can.
Yep.
This will be their last lap too, coming up.
Just going into the last lap. Speedy Tyres has got much more car under him than VLX, and he's trying to find a way through. Ricky Bobby closing into him very quickly behind as well, who's on much better tyres off that late stop. Oh, look at VLX's car sideways there.
Yeah, you could just see the grip level difference. Ricky Bobby's just braking is way better.
He's catching them quickly too. Speedy needs to get this done now, right now, into the first turn. Sets himself up on the outside.
I think I would have maybe stayed in the toe a little bit longer there. I suppose if you want to make a pass on VLX, you want to do it once with only half a lap to go.
Oh, Speedy! Catches it.
Big slide. I'll just jump back up to DFLO and Knuckles, because this is going to be their last lap and see what happens. Brocky 9 seconds up the road.
Yeah, he's walking now. Ricky Bobby's on the back of Speedy now. This is on. Ricky Bobby could grab 5th here. This is where the grip's going to help him at this end of the circuit. Oh, Alex's car's protesting on the run into 6.
Oh, Ricky Bobby.
Ricky Bobby to the inside. You're going to get it done. That's 1.
Oh,
Speedy's lost it. Oh, he just catches it. All right, go Ricky, go get him.
I'll jump back up the front because it looks like Brocky is taking another win for the season. Well done, Brocky.
Yep.
Masterclass, start to finish. Looks like Knuckles is going to hold on to second. DFLO for third. DFLO's having a good run here, though. Good recovery from Morgan into fourth. He held on there.
Looks like Felix is going to go 5th. It's going to be close to the line, though. Ricky Bobby with a run. Felix just gets him. 0.068 was the gap.
Diego into 8th. 9th is Artie. 10th is Lucky.
There.
Karen brings home 11th. Scotty G for 12th. Hijacker 13th. And we are done. Brocky made that look easy. I think he had a bit of a win there with VLX with the slide. I think it might have set him up for the race, but can't take it away from him. He made some good ground on second and third, and didn't have much of a what do you call it, competition the whole race.
Nah, he had that under control, didn't he? That's the first rule of racing. If you keep carrying the track, you're going to be in distant positions. VLX simply just made a mistake. Fell off the road.
Easy to do as well.
It is.
What have we got here? We'll recap the race results. Seem to be missing Rocky as a driver there on the side, but go with it. Rocky takes home first position. Knuckles with a great driver. He started in 7th, I believe. Made his way up to 2nd, which is a great drive. DFLO sticking there for 3rd. Morgan with a bit of a different strategy going into 90. He comes home in 4th, so he's done well. VLX with a bit of a mistake. He's dropped back to 5th, but made it work. Ricky Bobby with a great drive, showing that if you stick to it, you can bring home in 6th, which we've seen from qualifying. The top 6 aren't even split by half a second, so everyone's fast. Speedy Tyres for 7th. Diego, probably not the race he wanted for in 8th. Artie Thump, 9th. Lucky rounds out the top 10. Karen comes home in 11th. Probably good enough to keep him in Group A. Scotty G for 12th. Hijacker for 13th. DJ Brain for 14th. Brocky with the fastest lap on lap 28 with a 1:30.038. Great race. Pretty probably not as action-packed as we would have liked to have seen from the two front runners, because they've got themselves split. But the races between Knuckles and DFLO and the Speedy Tyres and Ricky Bobby, and there's a few good in the pack.
Yeah.
I think Knuckles and DFLO was definitely the highlight of the race. They didn't seem to let each other go for at least half of it. So
I think there might have been a little bit of team tactic today.
Yeah, maybe. little bit of work. Let's work together and try and catch old mate in front.
So one thing I am going to just bring up, I forgot to bring up between the races and the points, was the combined points. So Lucky's Lawn Care on the combined teams points here are taking the top spot. Deed's not far behind, 10 points behind on 266. Racing Cars like Legends, top 3. Cornerstone in 4th. Ragged Edge will take out the top 5, which has mainly been to every other driver on my team but me. Blacklight for 6th, so they're doing pretty well this season, better than last season. Lucas, what do you think's changed?
Oh, just consistency. Last season we had cars not making races and that for most of the season, so you know, you get your cars in the track for every race of the season, you suddenly make points. Go figure.
Yeah. Red Mist Racing for 7th. Obsession Motorsport for 8th spot there. So CJ Esports for 9th. Round out top 10 is Dadson Racing. I believe Dadson Racing probably wanted to be a bit higher than what they are, but I mean, it's been tough for a few drivers just learning the new cars and stuff. Death Grip Racing for 11th. Aussie Hampton in 12th. 13th is Force Performance, and Counterpunch down the bottom for 14th on 167 points.
It's only 8 points between 6th and 10th as well.
Yeah, there's not much in it, and easily to gain points. Driver of the day, I'm going to go with Knuckles. I think that's a pretty good race there. I don't think he had much for Brocky, just showing off the lap speeds and stuff, but good to come from 7th and really stick it to 2nd.
Yeah, 100%. I'll agree with that.
What else have we got? We got in chat there, we have Buffer, driver of the day, Knuckles. Dadson with Nux as driver of the day. Tyrone Walsh, driver of the day, Knuckles. Karen, thank God that's over. Now we're going to the best track on the calendar, which Deeds Racing bought 2 weeks ago.
Well,
how much money have they got?
I expect the fridges to be full then.
Yes.
Yeah. Branley St. Croix is Deed Racing's home track, so
Yeah.
we'll see how that goes.
Alright, so it's just like the beer, you got to be rich snobby people to drink them. It's they're an acquired taste, them kind of beers. I haven't had a Deeds yet though.
No,
either.
neither have I. But that's alright.
So next week we are heading to the same track, but Group B. We have some pretty quick drivers in Group B. DB is going to be making an appearance. Mountain Goat, another fast one. V8, we all know that bloke.
And the goat will definitely be after some redemption after what happened at Maggie West last weekend.
Yeah, well, easily done in the Ferrari, but I'm not going to give it to him all his way because I'm going to give him a run for his money. Telling you right now, I've got a little bit of a soft spot for Interlagos.
Oh, look out.
I don't.
But it's going to be a good race. Karen stepping up from Group B to Group A's proved that it can happen. So I'm well off getting back, but the goat's not.
Womble, the Coles car park in Ipswich is Red Mist Racing, same track. Please include it season 4.
Oh, that's where he gets all his scape shots from.
Yeah. Very good. What else we got? We got Community Series this week.
We do.
Yeah.
So, Community Series this Thursday. New layout for those guys with a super sprint round. So,
Ooh.
2 races for the Community Series on Thursday night. So, we've got qualifying, then a first race, and then a reverse grid second race.
Ooh.
as we went over last fortnight with those guys, we tried with the boost on, didn't work, so we're trying something else different with them. So for guys there thinking to themselves, well, that's going to make an interesting race. Well, the point of it is for us to see their driver etiquette when put under pressure. So we don't want to see a guy get out in front and drive away because we don't know how they race in a pack. So the point of it is for first race, the guys get out and win. Yep, cool, awesome. But now they've got to start from the back and try and make their way through. If they win the second race again, well, that's great. If they don't, then at least we can see what they're like driving through the field. And that's what all the eyes will be on, is how you conduct yourself in a pack.
Yeah. Yeah, I think the boost might have caught a few people off guard in whether they didn't practice or not, but I think the sprint race could be the way to go. And the reverse.
We've made it very clear now that just the difference in what the expectation is for these guys too. Look, we don't expect them to. We're not watching for the guy that's winning the race. Like we're not looking for outright pace, because anybody can be fast. We're looking for the guys that can race in a group fairly and in a respectful way, because those are the guys that we're going to be knocking on the door for when it comes to filling up spaces. Obviously, with season 3 coming up, there'll be driver movements. There'll be guys that have said, yeah, no worries. We just had Tankmaster decide he wants to go race somewhere else. So at the moment, the community guides have been looked at to fill the space at Lucky's Lawn Care Racing in the BMW. So that's what it's all about.
Well, as you know, there's the Next Level Racing comp that's going on. We played that video during the break, so don't forget about that. Thank you to all our viewers for jumping in tonight and having a watch, and all the comments that we've seen and commented on. Thanks to Lucas and Jimmy for commentating beside me tonight.
Thanks,
No worries, mate. Good job, stepping up.
What we might do is we might call it a night there, because I think we might be running a little bit behind schedule, and it's getting hot in the box again. And I'm hungry. I haven't had dinner yet, so we will see yous all hopefully for the community series on Thursday. If not, don't forget Sunday night we have round 4 Group B at Interlagos. But thank you to everyone for joining, and we will catch you next time on Sector 1 Sim Racing.